Hello, welcome once again to Stuff and Things, where I like to talk about stuff and occasionally even things. I'm your good friend Bradley, and today I have a fountain pen related review for you. This particular product would fit under the fountain pens accessories category, I guess. It was provided to me by Galen Leather, and it is their leather zippered 5-slot pen case. This particular version in chocolate brown. Now normally when I carry a fountain pen around with me, I don't usually carry more than one, and I often use these little Aston leather pen sleeves. So I'll take a pen, this is my Pilot 823, and I'll throw it in the case. This is probably the wrong one. They sort of fit the case as you use them, or sleeve. So I would just throw it in a sleeve like this and throw it in a bag. Keeps the pen safe, and if there are any leaks at all, it will go into this sleeve and not all over your bag. But if you are the kind of person who likes to carry several pens around with you, I think this is a good option. Aston makes pen cases like this as well, but they're a bit more expensive. This particular one is $49, and they also have the option for $5 extra to get a monogram, up to 3 letters. But let's take a look at this. We'll go a little bit more in depth, a little closer, and I'll tell you what I think. I like how Galen Leather packages and presents their goods. This box has a really cool, old school, sort of turn of the 20th century look to it. I like the font. I like how everything is presented. Galen Leather, burnished edges, hand-stitched, well-aged. And I had reviewed one of their products previously, and I got a little surprised when I opened up the box. You know, you have your product here, the leather zippered 5-slot pen case in chocolate brown. Has a little cardboard sleeve. But underneath that, along with some information, right here has care and cleaning, a little bit of information about the leather, locally sourced vegetable oak tanned cow leather. Every piece of leather absorbs dye differently. There can be some small scars and imperfections on the leather. So basically everything's gonna be unique. It's all gonna be personalized to you. And then care and cleaning, all that good stuff. All that information's there for you, and then it talks about what the piece actually is. Chocolate brown, when it was made, and it was made by Yusuf. So that's cool. But then I was quite surprised to find this little bauble inside. It is the evil eye. Take a look at this here. It's a little eyeball. It says, when I received my first evil eye, I believe that should say received, my first evil eye from my grandmother, I was 6 years old. It is very famous in our culture. Since those days, I believe the power of the evil eye. The evil eye, in Turkish, nazar, is often defined as the ability to bring about evil results by a malicious gaze. In most cultures, the belief is prevalent that some human beings have the power of sending destructive rays, so to speak, in order to cause harm to those of whom they are envious or otherwise dislike. It is handmade in the villages of Turkey. Yes, there is a small village near to Izmir that has the same name of the evil eye, Nazar Village, and we want to share a timeless piece of the evil eye with you. So, there you go. You get a little piece of folk art, a nice little evil eye. I'm not sure how you're supposed to use this. Are you supposed to hex people with this? Or is it just kind of a fun little story that has some cultural significance? Anyway, it's kind of cool. And then they have a little bit about their leather manufacturing store and all that good stuff. Their shop, I guess you should say. And I don't know, I just like the presentation. There's a lot of character. It's cool. It doesn't seem like some sort of mass-produced, sort of soulless corporate product. But anyway, let's take a look at the actual pen case itself. Put this to the side. It's pretty basic. This is the chocolate brown color. As I mentioned, there are many other colors. There's purples and reds and all sorts of crazy colors if you want, oranges, and then, you know, your standard blacks and sort of rustic brown colors. Lots of things to choose from. $49, $5 for a monogram, up to 3 characters. But it's just a very basic zippered pen case. 5 slots for pens. And then it has a little sleeve here on the inside. It says in the information that it can hold a field note or any slim notebook in A6 size. So if you have a field notes, you could just put it in here, or you could slide it into this sleeve. I did check, it does fit. So that's kind of cool. So you can have your notebook and then your pens with which to take notes. And now let's see here. I've got a selection of pens. This is a Lamy 2000. Fits just fine. This is a Pilot 823, kind of a fatter, bigger pen. Fits just fine. This is the Marte Modena. I can't even remember this. I think it was the Chronicle. Reviewed that recently. Here is a Lamy Safari. This is the fattest pen I have, I think. Well, maybe not quite, but it's pretty fat. Fits all right. And then I have my other Lamy 2000. So all 5 pens fit in quite easily. Zips up. It's a pretty compact case. I actually have handled some of the Aston pen cases that I mentioned. These are Aston pen sleeves that I use a lot. And they're a little bigger, a little bulkier. This one is a lot more slim. I really like the form factor, and the leather itself is really nice. If you can see the stitching, it is minute and perfect. It's almost hard to believe that that's hand stitched. The edges are really nicely finished, burnished. The inside is lined with kind of a velvety sort of material. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I don't know if it is actually velvet, but it feels like velvet. And I guess there's probably cardstock or something inside the leather, so you wouldn't want to just like crush this. But I think it's a really nice option for keeping your pens safe if you need to carry several and you want to throw it in a bag or a purse, what have you, or if you're traveling. The dimensions on this are 6.69 inches by 5.03 inches by 0.82 inches. If we want to go in millimeters, that's 170 by 128 by 21. I think it's a really nice, really good quality pen case. And the price is right for what you're getting, for how this is made, the quality of the craftsmanship and the materials. I think it's very reasonable. Again, the only thing that could maybe give you pause is the fact that it is produced internationally in Turkey, so it's going to take a while to get to you, and they do have a bit of a lead time. Right now they have 3 to 4 weeks listed on their website. I'm sure that would vary depending on the volume of orders that they're receiving, but bear in mind that if you do order this, it might take a while to get to you. But I'm very impressed with this, and I like it a lot, and I will continue to use it. So that was the Galen leather zippered 5 slots pen case in chocolate brown. I think this is a really nice pen case. As I said, it's not something that I would need very often. I don't often find myself in the position where I need access to 5 fountain pens. But if you are a very enthusiastic fountain pen hobbyist, and I know a lot of you are out there, and you want to have your favorite pens with you at all times, this is a really nice option. It's very slim, but it still holds pretty much every pen I could throw at it. Not that I have any really giant fountain pens, but it does the job. And especially if you're traveling and you just want options, this also has the ability with that little sleeve inside to hold maybe a notebook or receipts, or, you know, if you're going traveling, your passport could probably fit in there. Other things, receipts, I think I already mentioned, but basically it's pretty versatile, it's pretty slim, and I think it's really well made, and I like it quite a bit. And for the price, $49, I don't think it's bad at all. The only caveat would be that since it does ship from Istanbul, it would probably take quite a while to reach you, and they do have a 3 to 4 weeks turnaround time right now because of the volume of orders that they're receiving. But if you can look past that, I don't think you can go wrong. I really think it's well made, nice stitching, nice edges. Everything is just really well finished. So there you go. That is the Galen leather zippered 5 slots pen case in chocolate brown. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your good friend Bradley. You've been the audience. And this has been Stuffin' Things. I'll see you later.